when you look at budget laptops in 2026, most of them tend to fall into the same category. They either overpromise on performance or underdeliver on the basics. But every once in a while, you find a machine that is designed with a very clear purpose. This is one of those machines. The NIMO 15.6-inch IPS Full HD Laptop powered by the Intel Twin Lake N150 processor is aimed at users who simply need a dependable everyday laptop. Not a gaming beast, not a high-end creative workstation, but something that gets real-world tasks done without friction. And that distinction matters more than people think. Starting with the design, this laptop keeps things extremely minimal. There's no flashy gamer styling, no aggressive lighting, no unnecessary design experiments. Just a clean, functional chassis that looks right at home in a classroom, office desk, or coffee shop. The 15.6-inch display is one of its strongest everyday features. You get full HD resolution with an IPS panel, which immediately improves clarity and viewing angles compared to older entry-level displays. Text looks sharper, videos feel more enjoyable, and multitasking becomes easier simply because of the extra screen space. This is not a color-accurate display built for professional editing, but for browsing, studying, streaming, and working, it delivers a comfortable visual experience. Under the hood, the Intel Twin Lake N150 processor with 4 cores clocked up to 3.6 GHz handles the core workload. Combined with 8 GB RAM and a 256 GB SSD, the system is clearly optimized for efficiency rather than raw performance. In real use, that translates to smooth handling of everyday tasks like web browsing with multiple tabs open, online meetings and video calls, Microsoft Office or Google Workspace usage, streaming content while multitasking, light productivity workflows. It responds quickly enough for daily use, especially thanks to the SSD, which significantly improves boot times, app launches, and general system responsiveness compared to traditional storage. However, it's important to set expectations correctly. This is not designed for heavy video editing, advanced 3D workloads, or modern AAA gaming. It performs best when used within its intended scope, productivity and education. One of the more impressive additions at this price level is the inclusion of a fingerprint sensor. This adds a layer of security and convenience that is usually missing in budget laptops. You also get a backlit keyboard, which makes working in low-light environments far more practical, especially for students or professionals working late hours. Typing experience is straightforward and functional. The keyboard is designed for long writing sessions, assignments, and office work rather than gaming or mechanical feel enthusiasts. Battery life is supported by a 53.58 Wh battery, which is paired with efficient hardware. This combination is built for a full day of moderate usage, depending on workload. It's not a high-performance battery monster, but it's reliable enough for a typical school or office day without constantly reaching for the charger. Charging is handled via a 65W Type-C port, which is another strong practical advantage. Type-C charging means faster power delivery and more flexibility since you don't need a proprietary charger for basic use. From a usability perspective, everything about this laptop feels intentional. It's not trying to overwhelm you with features you don't need. Instead, it focuses on stability, simplicity, and day-to-day efficiency. Booting into the system is quick. Applications open without delay. Multitasking is stable within reasonable limits. And overall responsiveness feels consistent, which is exactly what most users in this category are looking for. So the real question is who this laptop is actually for. If you are a student who needs a reliable machine for assignments, research, online classes, and note-taking, this fits comfortably into that role. If you are working in an office environment handling documents, emails, spreadsheets, and meetings, this also fits that workflow very well. If you are a casual user who just needs a device for browsing, streaming, and general everyday use, this works as a practical solution. But if your expectations include heavy gaming, professional-grade editing, or advanced computational workloads, then this is not the right category for you. What makes this laptop stand out is not one single feature, but the balance it tries to maintain. It combines a large display, SSD speed, modern security features, Type-C charging, and efficient hardware into a budget-friendly package designed for real-world use. It does not try to be something it is not. And in the budget laptop space, that honesty is often the most valuable feature.